I've got a big smile on my face because I bought myself a brand new chainsaw last week. This video is about me starting my MS261 for the first time. We're in the Yukon, it's January -20, not overly cold, just a beautiful day to be out cutting wood. So it came with some gas and oil from the dealer. I got the Arctic model, which has the compression button. We're going to push down. Oh, is it already pushed down? Okay. And heated handles. Feature that's different from my old saw is that it just has a start and a run position, no half choke position. And it has a different style of cover. I've lifted up the cover and I've switched the carb cover into winter mode. So that's good for today when it's -20. Just a little note on the manual. Always read your manual, and I did, but I'm pretty disappointed that it's this flimsy paper copy compared to this. This is 20 years old and I still have it. Waterproof paper. I even have one from my old Wood Boss that's 40 years old. So anyways, in this manual, one thing I found a little bit curious, it talks about at temperatures below -10, you should get the cover plate, a special accessory. So I don't have that, and I feel that's pretty lame that the Arctic model doesn't come with the special accessory for -10. You would think that's what Arctic means. Anyway, another piece of information I gleaned out of this was that my first couple tanks, I shouldn't rev the saw too hard, which would be good to put that on the first page. They put that on page 22, but my dealer emphasized that. Go easy for the first couple tanks. So today I just want to start the saw and buck some wood gently here in the yard. If all's good, we'll go into the forest and cut a couple trees. I'll put it in the start position, so squeeze the throttle, put it right down there. It also says if your saw doesn't come with a manual pump, you might need to pull several times. Now, I didn't actually understand what they meant by that, but we'll see how she starts. Big smile on my face. Nothing like a new chainsaw. Nicely tuned. I set it down many times and it just idled. Didn't drive the chain, it didn't stall. So that makes me happy. I read that if you let it run for 30 seconds after your last cut when you're cutting in the cold, that it will be easier to start your next time. So that makes sense. So I ran it a little bit there. I'm just going to leave it outside. We're going to refill the gas and oil, walk out into the bush and cut a couple of trees. So it'll be another half hour before I try to restart it. But that first experience with the new saw was very positive. Hey, I'm about a kilometer away from my house in the forest. I'm going to cut this tree behind me. Chain tension seems to be still good. So this will be the second time starting my brand new saw. I ran it for about 20 minutes, bucking some wood over at my house. And it's been about an hour, it's 20 below. So now we'll see how it starts up for the second time with a cold start and cutting a tree. previous saw. I purchased it in 2004, and that's almost 20 years ago. It was $600, but think of the thousands of trees and all the many cords of firewood I cut with that saw. So this is the very first tree, and who knows how many more years I'll be cutting wood, but it's a pretty amazing feeling to start, just to start that process again. You know, it's $1,000. That's a lot of money for a saw. But if you were, you know, if it cuts wood for another 15 years, it starts to feel like money well spent. My only sadness with this new saw was that the heated handles didn't work. And I got the Arctic model, so that's one of the features. And this reminds me of my last saw, the MS260. Same thing. When I got it, the heated handles didn't work either. So I guess I'll be taking it back. I'll try it a couple more days to make sure. Hopefully they'll kick in. But other than that, super happy with the idle. It was absolutely perfect. Every time I put it down, it just idled. Didn't stall. It didn't rev. So cut that one tree, had some lunch, and gonna head back home now. Really happy. It's just like bringing a new, welcoming somebody into the family when you get a new chainsaw.